We live.
What's going
Hey.
on?
What's up, girls? What's up, ladies? What's
Nothing
up?
was going on.
Life is interesting sometimes.
Life is life, man.
It is like,
Mm-hmm.
hmm. Um, we got some, I think, some good questions today. So I really want to see what y'all talking about. So I'm gonna just jump right into it, right? Because that's how we feel tonight, right? Or more feel like playing no games.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. Here go the first question. Let's talk about the Quavo and Offset tribute situation. Um, if y'all don't know about it, it's basically where Quavo had a tribute to give to take off, and last minute they tried to get Offset on stage with Quavo, and Quavo was basically like, "Nah, like it's not giving it." So what y'all think about that? Do y'all feel like that was fair? Was Quavo doing too much? Like,
I feel like
Um,
still beefing.
they still beefing, but the death of y'all people
Right? I thought
should
after
end
that
that.
they would have like
Like,
mend
mm-hmm.
things. Like that's their third little member. I would have mended it. Cause it's
I
probably
mean,
not
I
that
feel like
serious.
it would have been great to see both of them on it, but I
Right.
mean, Quavo was actually there,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know.
What were they beefing about? Cause I'm not here. So what?
I don't think it ever really truly came out why they was beefing. Does anybody know? I feel like
I mean, I just saw like reports that Offset was having issues with like QC and they were saying he wasn't being loyal. They said Cardi had some shit to do with it, blah blah blah. But I don't think that,
hmm.
cause it seemed like on that video I saw, she was like, both of y'all wrong. Like
Mm-hmm.
It
y'all
probably
need
just
to
them
let
two.
that go and be family.
I guess it depends on the. I don't know. I don't really know the situation like that to really
Mm-hmm.
say do I think it's wrong. Because I guess it depends on how deep the beef is and what it's on or whatever. I don't really know about it like that.
Yeah.
But I do think they should be able to put it aside for takeoff. But I don't know why they beef. I think it depends on like what the beef is really about. But I don't know what it's about. It might be all. I mean, Quavo still holding on to it, like, cause Quavo was there, like you were saying. He probably feel like, oh, you was beefing with us
Mm-hmm.
when before he died, so you wasn't here at the time,
Mm-hmm.
so he might feel like even more of a grudge towards him now.
But y'all, they still real family though.
Right.
So
Before but let's be real. Real family have problems, especially when it comes to people that die too. Like depending on the reason
that's true.
or
But I
why
feel like
they have
whatever they
their
was beefing
problems.
over had to do with like business and not.
Mm.
I don't think it was personal.
Personal. I
Yeah.
actually agree with that, Judy. It was given very much business. Um,
Yeah.
Mm.
and one side of it that I feel like mattered was the fact that if I made a special tribute to somebody that I love and honoring, I don't want you last minute coming in and throwing off
Right.
what I've been
I agree with
practicing
that.
Yeah.
preparing for
I
for
was yeah, I'm about to say I think it depends on because I mean even though it might have been business, I think at some point it got personal, and I feel like he might still have his problems with him while he's still trying to grieve because I mean Quavo and Takeoff was still very close, so for him he probably like nigga like you come like we family but nigga it still get at like you wasn't even talking to this man for real like nigga like he might have his feeling towards it, and he did create a whole song for Takeoff by himself. So I guess he probably like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with you for real. Like, cause that
I
song
feel
was made
that.
by him. So he probably
I
like,
feel
it's
that.
nothing to talk about. Like, let me grieve. I ain't got time for your bullshit. You was on your bullshit, nigga. We was beefing then. You wasn't around. Like, even though they still family, it's still the feeling
They
that
was
he might
all
still
on their
have.
bullshit though. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want to say like it was just Offset. I feel like they all was on their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Takeoff was caught in the middle because I feel like I never hit no issues with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really feel like it was just Quavo and Offset beefing it or whatever happened. Because like I said, it never came out what happened. It was
I don't think it
speculation.
did. I really
Yeah, I don't think it did neither because I ain't never
Yeah.
hit nothing. But I will say Takeoff definitely made it known who he was sticking by.
Cause they try. You think so?
Yeah,
I mean
I mean he was with Quavo. He was never with Oso. So you chose who you was
But just
standing by.
because we never see them together, don't mean that they didn't talk to each other.
I think perception
I
is.
think
They have a group. They were still in a group. They were still making music together.
No, I didn't think they were still making music. At this point, it was Takeoff and Quavo
Takeoff
making
and
music
Quavo
together.
were still making music
Right,
together.
they
They're
was
still in a
close. They
group, but
wasn't
that doesn't
beefing.
mean that Takeoff wasn't talking to Offset. Like outside of what we don't see.
I mean,
that
that's
don't
true.
mean that.
That's true. That's true. But I'm gonna say, I just by what I see.
But in an interview, didn't he speak on that though, saying like,
oh yeah, he did on the last interview he did about how they making music. He was like that he hoped that they can put this up to
Yeah, like he was trying to squash it. I don't think he was holding no grudge.
Yeah, but in those instances, you kind of gotta pick a side, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
about to say
you do.
It gave he who he stood by, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
And naturally, you become whoever you closer to is naturally who you talk to the most, hang with the most. It's just natural. Like you might be
his actual uncle, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's his actual uncle. Yeah,
and they probably more like brothers because they close in age. And then like that's his sister's son. They probably always together.
Yeah,
right. So. Okay. That's interesting.
Like,
interesting.
I think the cousin.
Offset, like the cousin or something.
I think so too. All right, we good on that. Let's talk about something else. So I've seen this where brain dead women are being used as surrogates. Do y'all feel like this is appropriate?
No. How y'all
Why? What was their purpose of using a brain dead woman to be the surrogate? Was it to not have like, no emotion?
For women, part
of I know what a surrogate is, but what was their purpose of using a brain dead woman as the surrogate? Like, was it a purpose behind it? Like, okay, I'm choosing this woman who can process things. Maybe there's no emotion attached. Maybe there's this. Like, what's the reason? Like, what's the reason of using a brain dead woman?
I don't know that the reason was actually given. That sounds along the lines, right?
Okay.
That's the why, right? But like they didn't outline why. They just said like that they're doing this, and I think that just makes sense, right? It's because there's just. And them wanting to, I guess, maybe contribute in some way to society, even because they had to make the decision before becoming brain dead. So, like how you have to decide to be like an organ donor.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's something like I feel like I would do that if.
Yeah, I don't think that's wrong with that
decision before. At first, I thought it was like just using her, and it wasn't like.
But
like,
how does that work?
Brain dead, so she brain dead, so we can just do it.
She brain dead. So like, how do I know that she getting the right nutrients with whatever y'all injecting in her?
Well, I'm pretty sure they give her. I'm about to say they probably give her the care, the health care that she needs. It's just she's brain dead
for her.
But that's a good point though, Judy, because if something don't feel right, right? Like I've never. But if something didn't feel right or wasn't,
she can't tell you.
Right way, she wouldn't be able to register that, right?
Like 24, like.
I'm about to say she would have to be like a high risk patient, like a high risk.
Because how is she?
I don't think she would be able to be without
because when
supervision.
You're you be bedridden.
You would have to be bedridden.
You already get 24-hour care.
I was just about to say which
that means like your body is like sleep, right?
No, your brain. Because I'm about to say because my grandfather before he died, he was brain dead, but like his body, he still had like a heartbeat. He still like it was he was just vegetable state. But his body itself, he was still technically alive until we pulled like the plug ourselves. But he was just in vegetable state. So like if we was to keep him around, he'd just be brain dead living. Like he'd still be living. He's still like he just be vegetable state.
Can't walk, can't talk, can't.
But he'd still be technically like alive.
So are these people like brain dead on their own, or they make themselves brain dead and then
it's probably on their own?
On their own, yeah. That's crazy.
That's wild if you make somebody brain dead.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm just like, because I know Rissa, you had to sign up for this, like you were organ donor. So I'm just like,
and I don't know, like I'm gonna ignorantly speak, but I don't know if there's things in life that led up to that make you kind of see, hey, in the future, this is your potential. So if that is the case, would you like to? But that's I thought it was really interesting. I would be a little nervous about that personally. But I see the good in it.
I wouldn't. I feel like with that, like with you always having that supervision, with you having that supervision 24 hours versus a surrogate that goes home, do whatever they do on their own, not like at least I know that there will be like some type of supervision by doctors. Like I know, like okay, they're proper, whatever will be happening. Versus me paying a surrogate, you go home and it ain't your baby, and you doing whatever the fuck you doing just for the coin. Like, I mean, it's probably safer knowing like okay, that person is around a doctor, they get in the care they need, it's 100% supervision, versus you just carrying a baby and living life. Like you could be doing anything while you're pregnant. It ain't your baby.
Yeah.
But if you got the right amount of money and you get a surrogate, you gonna set them up where you're gonna know what the fuck they doing. So
hopefully, but that's not always the case.
You can't control people at the end of the day,
especially if they, it's free will too.
And people get crazy.
And the attachment, because I was watching the movie.
You have to agree to a lot of the things that the parents want.
Yeah, you do, but you still about to say
sometimes. Like people just be crazy.
I was just watching a documentary on a woman who was a surrogate, and after she had the baby, she had emotional attachment. They actually had a deaf surrogate. The baby ended up coming out deaf also. She got attached because she had a deaf baby. Mind you, she signed the adoption law rights, but guess what? She kidnapped the baby. She kidnapped the baby because she had that attachment to the baby after seeing it, like, oh, the baby deaf like me. Oh, that's something that I can relate on, or something I can teach them how to navigate in society. She was cool with the parents. They was paying her everything. Went to the house. Girl, she kidnapped the baby. She was trying to appeal the adoption law rights and everything.
That's crazy. That's
crazy as shit.
Cold world, man. Cold world. All right. Let's lighten it up just a little bit. If you were ice cream, how would you taste?
Butter pecan, baby. Butter pecan.
Might tell me that.
I would be chocolate for sure.
Can't go wrong with a little chocolate.
I about to say, I don't know why I thought about cookie though.
Oh,
that's the first thing that came to mind.
And you got that little skin complexion of like a little cookie dough, like a little cookie piece in there.
I'm going with the butter pecan because it's like this yumminess, right? And then like you just bite into something that's like,
okay. And get that little extra, the little vanilla with the little pecan at the end. That little southern taste, southern hospitality in your mouth, okay?
Talk about it, right? Don't need nothing else.
Look, my mouth watering already. I love me a little butter pecan.
I like the taste of butter pecan, but I don't like biting on a pecan.
I love that's the best part.
That is. It's like
it's too hard. Like when I want ice cream, I just want ice cream. I don't want no hard pecans.
That thing be tall.
But the taste is good though. Like it tastes good.
I'm gonna give me some butter pecan weekend.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. Let me ask you something else that's kind of a little lighthearted, right? So does your hair appointment outfit matter?
Hell no.
It depends.
Hell no.
It depends on
it do depend. If I'm doing something after that, then yes. But if not, no.
I'm going that joint with slides and socks with a bonnet, some leggings, and a hoodie.
Yeah.
That sound about right.
Get me.
I don't know. I feel like I want to look like, I don't know.
And it kind of depends on what I'm getting done too. Like if I'm gonna be sitting for a while, I want to be comfortable.
Right. If you get some small little braids, you there for 6 hours. You're like, nah. But sometimes you just like, you about to be cute. You might want to just be cute all around after take some pictures. I'm gonna put a little effort into it.
I be busted down at the hair appointment.
I do. Some people when they come, they makeup done, they be ready.
Don't let Marlene do my hair. I'm coming that joint with the holy leggings. If I'm just to be honest,
especially nowadays. Nowadays, people like taking pictures for social media, so they be like, "Let me look a little cute just in case you want to try to take a picture and post me."
I feel that. I want to be cute. If nothing else, I'm gonna have some little lashes on, a little tint on the brow, just something. You know what I'm saying? But outfit.
I be giving dry with a hint of filter at the end.
Low key, though. It's cute though. A little 2-piece set. You know what I'm saying? That's still comfortable.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I would wear something like that.
Mix.
Yeah, I wear a little 2-piece. I love a little 2-piece kit.
Me and Judy was just talking about that in the store the other day. Like, I love a little 2-piece.
I will tear up a legging set.
I mean a 2-piece.
I will tear up a legging set. My whole closet, legging set.
All All right, let me
That's-
ask y'all something. Oh, go ahead, Judy.
No, I was just gonna say leg and sex is it because you already got the top, you got the bottom. Like,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is pick out the other shit.
Baby, you getting
That's
you
it,
getting
that's
2 for 1 price. All you gotta do is worry about your shoe.
Okay, period. And that's life.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
life. All right, let me ask y'all something. Moo, can I hear from you first on this one? And then Judy and Treen Bean weigh in for us last. What did you learn the hard way? What's something in life you learned the hard way? Like somebody might have told you, you might have heard it, but you didn't learn this until shit got tough.
I think believe who somebody is when they first tell you, cause like you'll see little signs, or you just try like, but it be hard. Like that lesson, it be hard for me, cause it's like people make mistakes. It's like a I don't know, cause sometimes people do make mistakes and they change, but then it's like they didn't show you, and you still like try to give them the benefit of the doubt multiple times, and then they really do you dirty, and then you like, dang, I should have been new, and now you looking stupid because you should have just learned. You should have just listened when they first told. Because people really do tell you who they are without telling you. Like you just see little things, and you just like it, and you just ignoring stuff, ignoring fast, letting it slide, until you looking stupid, and then you like, dang. Well, and you can't blame nobody but yourself because they already told you. They already told you who they is and showed you multiple times, but you was trying to be nice and be cute. You end up looking stupid.
They gonna make you a believer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
You
sure.
sitting there looking goofy with that clown face filter.
No, at this point, nigga, you snooze, you lose, and that's niggas.
Right.
That's everybody though, like that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
All right, into it.
I'm gonna have to say that it's okay to ask for help. I'm gonna say that because I am one of them people who like, no, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do everything myself, and then I always end up being super frustrated because I can't do everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, asking for help. I'm gonna say I had to learn that the hard way, the real hard way. So
Judy, I think that's dope that you just admitted, like, I can't do it by myself. It's okay to be vulnerable and say, like, look, I can't do this shit by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Life is designed really for two people.
Right.
It
Exactly.
really is to get the shit done.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot
It is. You better together than apart.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Trina Bina, what's up?
It's funny because Judy actually took mine, and I think everybody that know me can really say that my strength and my weakness is my independence. I'm always used to being there for people and doing shit by myself, and I be forgetting I have a village because I do have people around me that's willing to. It's just that I never ask because I'm pretty sure if I ask, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I got you." My ass always got to want to do stuff by myself, and I be over here overwhelmed, looking goofy. So yeah, it's the same. That's really a weakness of mine along with the strength.
I'm gonna agree, kind of merging both, because I feel like everybody is to a degree aligned, but I feel like you said, Trina, even like verbalizing that I need help or something, right? Because how can you expect somebody to know? Like we have sometimes an expectation, like, oh, well, you should know. You see what I'm going through. Like, why don't you just, you want to help? Right. At the end of the day, like how selfish is that? Because people really going through their own shit. And sorry if they weren't exactly zeroed in on your issues or what you got going on. By all means, speak up and I got you.
Right.
I think that was like something I had to learn the hard way because I feel like I may have burned relationships or whatever based off of me having this unrealistic expectation that you just know what I need.
Right.
Like,
then you be mad.
Right. And that's another thing too, expectations. The expectations is meant to be filled at this point. Like, I mean, to a degree, right? But like sometimes we have these high expectations when what made you set that expectation for me? I didn't tell you to have that much faith in me.
I ain't tell you to have that much faith. Yeah.
Real. Now you got me stressed out and you disappointed and like it's just a mess. So
it's a lot, right?
Okay. I feel like I heal from these questions sometimes, just talking it out. I hope y'all feel the same way. Let me ask y'all this. Women spend money on men but don't broadcast it as much. Y'all think that's true?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so
Mhm.
too. People were
Yeah,
saying
I think that's true.
I feel like women only do it like when they trying to throw it in their face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they get into an argument or something
Like,
like that.
nigga,
But
I
if
did
we do
this.
something, we just do it. It ain't
Yeah,
like,
we just
oh
do
yeah,
it.
I did. Like, we don't do that.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
That's more of a man thing. I
Because
feel
even
like.
like if you look on social media, right?
Okay.
Like Valentine's Day just passed, right?
Okay.
We saw all of the men posting, like we
Right.
see everybody posting what the men doing, but like, did y'all see a single woman post what she did for her man at all? If y'all did,
Yeah, Ari.
I seen
I saw Ari.
Ari.
did.
Every time she buy money
I
back
seen
something,
one.
baby, you know.
she won. So Ari, okay.
Ari.
But that's it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
I
That's
everybody
all I
said
can
Ari.
think of.
Lowe's,
Oh
that
yeah.
was cute.
Mhm. Yeah, she always did post that too. Yeah. Mhm.
Who?
Low, his Low, right?
Mhm.
His new wife. I be loving that. She be always doing
Mhm.
stuff with him, and she be posting like
I
throwing the
love that.
parties and stuff. I love that. It'd be so cute.
Shout out, my foot tattoo still look good. That's dope. But in comparison to like what you see, like we
Mhm.
have a plethora of men that show affection in one way or another. And I'm to the point, like, I really don't value Valentine's Day. Like for my husband, especially, not only is it close to my birthday, but it's also like, bro, I don't be tripping about that shit on Valentine's Day no more. To me, it's almost like I've been fulfilled so much in that area. Like,
Oh.
I'm not asking you to go out and rush in these crowded ass stores to get me some
Mhm.
fucking chocolate and balloons. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I don't want it. Like, I don't need it. So I don't know. My husband still do little stuff, but I just really be trying to tell him I'm not pressed about it. But thank you. All right, we got a few more questions. I want to see what y'all think about this. So unless you have help, 2 kids is the max number of kids you can have without kids ending up raising kids. And this is
Oh, that's a good one.
Trina, because and Moo, because y'all come from, and you too, Judy, because y'all got multiple siblings. So like, I want to hear what y'all got to say.
I'm the middle child, so I don't really feel like I had to raise my younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
My older sister probably feel like she had to raise us at some point. She probably do feel like that. But I feel like, yeah, if you have more than 2 kids, yeah, whoever the oldest are, they're gonna help you raise the other ones. For sure. Because you can't be everywhere and do everything, and like you can't work and do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the parent is gonna hold the other child, the oldest one, accountable. Like, I need you to help me out and do this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not their responsibility. They should be a child. But I've seen it happen before, for sure.
I got a follow-up question, but I want to hear Trina and Moo too.
Yeah, I think the statement is true. Like, because it says unless you have help, I think that you're able to have more than 2 kids, but you're going to need help doing that. You by yourself with many that's going to be kind of hard to do.
I think even with help, like I feel like it's just a natural thing. Like as an older sibling, you're just gonna do something for your child, your a younger sibling, rather than just watching them for a few seconds or helping them get dressed or making their food real quick or just doing some little things. Even if you have help, like if you got that older person there, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing until it's like really hindering their childhood, then it's like that's when it's too much. But naturally, as an older sibling, you're just gonna help your younger siblings regardless if it's a 2-parent household or whoever else in the house.
Got you. Because it's almost like if you taken away from my life because I gotta help your life, little sibling, then it's a problem. Like I
that's a
Like,
problem.
I can't go to the movies because I
Yeah, that's a
me.
problem.
I
Or you
gotta watch
come,
them.
yeah, that's a problem.
That's the
I
problem.
think, yeah.
Is this something that mainly happens in the Black community, or does it happen in other communities as well?
I think it happened in other communities, but I think it mainly happened in the Black one.
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah, but I say I don't really, honestly, I don't really know. I don't think I ever really because I ain't really have a lot of white friends growing up. I went to an urban school where it was majority black and my friends was black, so I kind of seen how they was raised. But I'm not really sure if it's just a black thing. But I can say I've seen it in the black community because that's all I've been exposed to. You know, I'm used to going to like the black kids' homes and we in there with ourselves and the kids and the parents out, or they at their second job or whatever. We just naturally, you know what I'm saying, came in and took the place if you was old enough. But
I think it's definitely more in the black community. I say that I've lived in West Virginia, where it's predominantly white. Tennessee is predominantly white. And I will say black people and Hispanic people. Hispanic people, they experience the same thing. And I think it's just how it is, you know?
Yeah.
We as in our communities are very family driven to the point sometimes it's like painful.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
okay. Let me ask y'all this. Should your male friend or relative jump in if you and your man aggressively argue? Let me clarify. Not fight. We ain't talking bop, bop, bop. We talking like it's getting a little, yeah. Would you expect, and I know everybody here got a male best friend. Or
Yeah, I have a male best friend.
You know, are they expected to kind of say, hey, Brody, not too much?
I think naturally, if you have like a someone that look at you as like family, they naturally be like, hey, chill, like whatever. I don't think it would be giving fight, but I think naturally, because I couldn't see myself aggressively arguing in front of like a male
I was about to say
or a male
thing.
friend, and he not like, hey, chill, like especially if it's aggressive, it's like fuck you, and you see that it's getting like, you know what I'm saying, and he just sitting there like, man, like at least de-escalate the situation, like, you know what I'm saying, hey, y'all chill, you know what I'm saying, whatever, take your breather, whatever. I can't see myself just going toe to toe with a nigga, and I'm somebody I'm close with, they fuck with me, and they just sitting back like, well, ain't my fucking business. Like, I can't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that either at all. My best friend definitely gonna say something, especially if it's getting super aggressive. Like, he gonna be like, oh, hell nah. Like, what? Yeah. He's gonna de-escalate the situation because he's non-confrontational anyway. So he's gonna de-escalate the situation. But I don't usually get into tiffs with my significant other in front of people. And it's for a specific reason, but I typically don't do that. For that reason.
Right, because then it can be a problem between them two, right, for man and man. Like, ain't no person that really fuck with you, the same sex, is going to really, you know what I'm saying, sit there and be all good. Like, come on, bro. Like, nah. All
right, so flip side. If you saw your male best friend or your close male cousin getting into it with his girl, they ain't fighting, but this is real.
I definitely say something.
I'm gonna say something.
I'm definitely gonna say something. I've done it before. Like, I was close with like my cousin, and I ended up going in a relationship with the girl, and like I've definitely jumped in. Like, hey, even if I got pulled her aside, like, hey sis, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit right now. Like, you know, even if I gotta de-escalate, talk to her woman to woman, like, man, fuck that. It ain't even worth it. Like, right now, you know what I'm saying? Handle that shit. Yeah. Like I can see myself just being like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't even want to see him. I wouldn't even want to see him disrespect her in my face or say shit. Like, if he off the hey, chill. Like, you're wilding. Like, chill the fuck out. Like, do that shit later.
I'm gonna have to agree.
I don't know if I'm gonna say something, y'all. I think I might step off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like, bro, I have just.
Like, that's not my business.
Y'all not hitting each other. Hey, y'all grown and y'all a couple. Y'all gotta handle y'all own wax, but I don't gotta be nowhere where I don't want to be. I got a set of keys that I take and I'm gonna roll out. Like, I don't want that energy, and like, I don't know. I just feel like it does create turmoil, and I feel like it's awkward, and like, I don't want it. Like. So I'm gonna roll out, and then maybe later I might holler at my friend or, you know, cousin, whoever, and say, hey, like, y'all gotta be careful doing that, like, you know. But in the moment, because it ain't gonna take but one time for her to say, hey, bitch, mind your business, and she right as fuck, because I do need to mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's wild as shit. But it's like, hold on, sis, check yourself, because like, even if I was in that situation as you as my sis, I would want you to be like, hey, sis, check your shit. Like, without me even coming at you sideways, because I know that your intent is genuine. You trying to tell me calm your shit the fuck down. Like,
What if he get to being like, okay, hey, but don't tell, like, me and my bitch talking. Like,
see, and that would be a problem too.
Well, then you and your bitch need to talk when other people not around. This is too much.
Because now you got, because the intent, like, you think that that's going to be without people. Like, now you, like, we need to check ourselves at this point, because now we doing too fucking much in front of everybody. Like, because how do you expect people to just, like, that's uncomfortable even with, you know what I'm saying, you leave this, it's uncomfortable in general. So it's like,
so awkward. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, chill out. And then you get the disrespect of my friend. It don't give that, because nigga, you ain't going to disrespect me. So you think you gonna disrespect her.
If me and Papa was arguing and you used to be like, hey, chill out, and he used to be like, oh, fuck you, Trina, like, where I may have been at a hard
That's why I said it'd be giving both of us on top. But to be honest, if I seen you and bro arguing, I would be the mediator. Like, I couldn't see myself.
That's because y'all got a relationship though. So
yeah.
Okay. I thought that was interesting. Moo, did you have anything you wanted to add to that, boo?
No, not really. I know I would jump in. I can't sit there and be like, that's not my business. I can't.
Dang, I'm a basic bitch.
Just like, look.
All right. So let me see real quick. Let me look, because I think this may be actually the last question, and I feel like it's a deep kinds of question a little bit. So would you want your kid to marry a replica of you?
No.
That's some real
like,
shit.
Let me
A replica of me.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
in what way?
In some ways.
I'm about to say in what way?
In some ways, yes.
A replica. So this is
just a copy of me. Just a copy of me up and down.
Yes.
I don't think I'm a bad person, so yeah.
I
feel like in some ways, but
some type of way.
Now it's some things about myself that I want to change.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I'm like it would be terrible if it was two of me. Like, I don't think that would be a bad thing.
Yeah, but I say I got things I can work, but I don't think I would be like, if Kylie was to find a man that has like some, but that's weird because it's like,
yeah,
I got a daughter.
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of hard to say a replica of me. Yeah. But like if she had a guy that had like qualities or whatever, like I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah. I wouldn't, especially knowing my daughter too. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to answer that. I mean,
but would they even go for somebody like you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with your kids.
Some people might.
Some people. I was about to say.
I heard people say like she reminded me of my
like
mother,
my mother.
I love, or he reminded me of my father, and that's what attracted me to them. I heard people say that all the time.
To be honest, like I wouldn't be mad marrying a man that was like similar to my father. Like I feel like I've seen more positive qualities than negative, and I feel like the ones I did see that was negative, I felt like I could deal with only because if it was a replica of my father, I know how to deal with my father, so I would kind of know. Like I don't feel like I would be like, ugh, let me stay away, because I feel like I had more so. I feel like I had more so a positive image of my father more than negative, so I wouldn't be like, I'm staying away from a nigga like my dad. Like I would be like, well, you know, I kind of, because I see how my father is a husband and a father, so I'm like, I wouldn't be.
My father has done things that I don't necessarily agree with, but him and my mother are the realest niggas on my team. Like, I talk to my father about any and everything. People think it's weird, but I don't think it's weird. Because if I can't talk about this with my dad, then who can I really talk about it with, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to say I would date him, though. I ain't going to say that, but he keep it 100 with me. Like, he gonna tell me how it is. He not gonna sugarcoat nothing. So, I would want those qualities.
If I had a son and he were to marry a girl like me, I think it would be perfect. I would tell him how to finesse that bitch. Listen, she got you.
Not finesse her.
Would you like her though?
Yeah, I like me.
Yeah, she'll like her ass. She'll like her ass.
I mean,
they be on bullshit together.
I'm going to tell her calm down a little bit, like not too much on my son, because like you extra aggressive sometimes and you super needy, and like you need to kind of like
What if he said not too much on my father, boy? He be like, I see my son dad more.
Yikes. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like she a cool little, she a little vibe. She cute, you know. It's like she got her head on right. Look like she got Gawk 3000. Yeah. Yeah, go with it. But yeah. That's dope. Moo, did you have anything to add to that, Mr. Redhead? I just love it. I love it.
I know, it looks so cute.
Thank you.
I gotta come home and let me in my head.
I'm telling you.
When y'all go ahead, let me know.
I got some events coming up, so
let me know.
At this point, let's just fly Moo out here.
Right. I'm gonna edit so I can add it to my resume, spice it up.
Yeah.
Flown out to Tennessee.
Yeah, because one of my friends, she do hair, and she just started like where she travel and doing that.
That's what I do want to do that eventually, like go to other cities and do people hair for like the weekend.
Really good with it too, like it's not like mediocre.
Because you do Trina hair, right? Trina done went blonde on us and shit. I'm like,
wow.
Thank you.
Love it. Did we have y'all show the fuck out on this cast? Did we have anything else like?
No, bring some more questions out. Like
it be going by fast
because ladies might be lit.
It was funny though, because the question you just asked, like when you told us to ask, bring questions, I was gonna say, would you want your child to be with somebody like you? That was one of my questions.
That's crazy. Great minds think alike.
Two head asses.
So y'all, okay, so everybody know, I'm gonna talk this a little bit. Everybody know for my little Dirty 30 that just passed. I did a little song.
I know.
Hey,
play that shit. I play that shit.
I said, okay, really, but no.
Ben telling her to get her ass in the studio and do that thing.
Play that shit for the one time.
I don't even know how it would come across. I would try to get it on here, but FYO must have been having some fun somewhere tonight because bro been MIA.
He was in the comments.
One comment. He done came here, said hi, and left. Just trying.
He said, y'all can't say I ain't support. I said,
hey, after all, this is his platform.
Now, I think she should. I think you should try to get it on here so that. Because I told her she needed to debut in Ladies Night.
Yes.
Ladies Night, I'm going to have it together. And I don't know, Judy inspired me. She like, Rizzy, make you a video today.
Yeah, because that shit was, it was bars. Like the whole, everything was
I sent it to Bay too. He was like, yeah, she done did that.
What bro said? I know he on the phone.
He was like, she did that. She was like, she went off. I said, and she did. Even the little laugh in the beginning.
Yes,
Dirty.
Oh yeah, this about to be lit.
Yes. I loved it.
I'm impressed about it. I'm getting I don't know.
I'm glad you did it though. I really am.
Too. It was a phenomenal experience. I can't say I did anything remotely like that ever before. So it was really different. And I always have that song. Like I'll never forget. I'm gonna be 60 remembering my 30th birthday, bro.
Yeah.
I don't remember many more before this. It's all kind of together now.
I love it.
Yeah, I loved it. It was everything.
You did that. It was cute. It was cute as shit.
Y'all make a twerking video for me on that joint, and then we just put a whole
little challenge.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got you.
Get it lit.
I can't twerk, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it together.
Trina, you better move that thing,
girl.
Well, she don't gotta move it. All she gotta do is take 2 steps, and then
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna put my best little biker shorts on. Biker shorts just for you.
Please help me out. He did. Okay. Oh, see, this is how we know he be in and out. Look at this. Wait, did y'all play the song? Have you been here all night, sir? Have you been here all night? You would know. No, I couldn't get the song on here because I just, you know what?
We're going to do it next Ladies Night.
We need that.
She's going to debut it next Ladies Night.
We need that.
We need that.
Cause that shit, because how you need to put it on Apple Music or something, so I can listen to it or something.
I can always send it to you as a little file, but I need to get it somewhere where it could play a little bit.
We need that.
That shit, I don't care what nobody says. But I always have told you that you got bars. I'm like, you need to either record a song, or you need to start writing for some of these
Writing
people
for these
out here
joints.
in these streets, because I be like,
Not boo. Tomato.
Tomato. I'm eating tomatoes right now.
Yeah, we need to debut it right.
Yeah, we gotta do it right. That's what I'm saying. All right, we gotta do it right.
You need to do a whole little.
So Mr. FYO, go ahead and put that thing up on there so we can do it next time.
Mr. FYO got it too. He got the song. Go ahead, throw that drain on here.
Come on, man.
Already chopped and
Come on, man.
All right, y'all. Not the little real fool. It's been real as always. I know we in the box, but it's never no squares. So, you know, until next time, howdy. Yeah.